Oh god, we're starting already. Okay. Those titles went by a bit faster than I remembered. But hi everybody, and welcome to possibly the dullest title screen of all time. This is Rayman Revolution, otherwise known as the PS2 port, or PS2 version of Rayman 2, and technically considered the definitive version, I guess, kind of, in terms of gameplay. It's kind of complicated. I'll get into it as we progress through the game, but yeah, it's generally considered the most complete version. Whether or not it's the best version, I'll leave that up to you to decide as we progress through the game. This is more like it. That title screen was dull as anything. No music playing in the background, nothing. It's just a black screen with the logo and press start. Anyway, before I begin, I just want to quickly adjust the sound. Just give me a second, because as far as I'm aware, some of the music in cutscenes drowns out the dialogue, so kind of want to adjust that. Let's start a new game, and Zayman. No, ZH as per the norm, that is my username. And we're getting back into a Rayman game. The first game on this channel was the original Rayman, so it's good to revisit the series. Anyway, let's confirm that name, and let's go, I guess.
A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. A dark place, teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 1,000 lumps of energy which form it have been scattered. We're getting weak. Soon it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope.
The Buccaneer, the pirate's prison ship. Commander, the Admiral Razorbeard. Slaves now on board, 19,000.
Wake up, Rayman. I have sent you help.
Good camera angle, right there. Zoom right in on that texture. The blurry texture of the ship, well done.
Rayman? Goldbox, my friend! Are you okay, Rayman? Not really. I feel weak, and my powers have disappeared. You know, Glowbox, I think this might be the end. No, not the end. Glowbox bring good gift from Lee. Lee? The fairy? A silver lump! Incredible! I can feel its energy building up in me. Glowbox, we're saved! My fist is back to full strength! Yahoo! Yeah! Let's go see Lee. She'll give me all my powers back.
Alright, we're now in control. And first 3D Rayman game, so they throw you into this massive wide open space, otherwise known as a prison cell, to get used to the controls. But no, we can break down the door with our fist, a simple punch. Excuse me, do you wanna... Okay, that was strange. The third time's the charm, I guess. But yeah, it's... I think that's a little bit different in... Well, actually, every other version aside from this one, you get something different at the start. But in this game, we can just do a regular punch right off the bat, which I guess is a callback to the original Rayman. Possibly? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Ah yes, after every screen transition it's going to ask me if I want to save the game. No, not really. I want to save as little as possible. That's going to be a recurring theme, I can tell already. Do you want to save the game? And it is really excessive with the saving. We will... I'm sure that'll become a thing as I go on.
Hi, Rayman. Glad to see that you escaped. I'm Murphy, and I'm here to be your guide. You see that stone right next to it there? It's a magic stone which can read your thoughts. If you need some help, pass close to a stone. And I'll quickly appear in your mind to help you. If my advice sounds confusing, come to a halt near the stone and keep the square buttons pressed. Then I will appear and repeat the instructions.
Alright, this is more like it. This is the kind of freedom we want from a 3D game. Welcome to the Woods of Light. It is the first technical level of the game. Just a tutorial stage though, really. And maybe I haven't adjusted the volumes quite well enough because I think Murphy just has a whispering voice, which isn't the best thing in the world. Murphy's going to interrupt me to tell me...
Great! You've just set free a little familiar spirit. The familiar spirits are the friends of the fairies. When you free 10, a secret place will open up for you.
So yes, familiar spirits are one of the major collectibles in the game, alongside yellow lums, and there are 1,000 of those, only 80 familiar spirits. We have to collect everything in this first level. I will be collecting everything in the game, nonetheless. Just some camera control there. L2 button to focus the camera behind you. I think my L2 button's a little faulty, so that might be a bit of a problem later on in the game. Let me just grab one of the 1,000 lums. And yeah, I'll be collecting all of them. It's a 100% run. For this first level we have to collect everything though. The familiar spirit is along the main path there. And we have to collect all 5 yellow lums in this single area to progress through the level and reach the end. Maybe I should be reading these things. No, it's just general advice that I already know about. I've played this game a few times. I own 3 copies of this game. Well, I own 3 different versions of Rayman 2, I should say. So, yeah. I've played it a few times.
That is to say, we were separated and, Now, don't worry, kiddies. I'll bring your dad back. But first, I've got to find Lee. She likes to hang out around here. Have you seen her? What? I've got to set her free.
Ooh, many people have been captured in Rayman's Glade of Dreams world. I butchered that sentence. Something fierce. Also, you might be noticing these guys around. The mosquitoes. Another callback to the original game. The Zit, especially. Matches his colour scheme from the original game. And there's something specific later on relating to the original game and Zit. Okay, so... Oh, that's weird. It automatically triggered Murphy if I walked into a certain spot. I don't really need to read this because I already know what to do in this situation. And it's just a case of mashing the jump button to reach the top of it. But it's weird because there's a stone over this way, isn't there? Yeah. Huh. Why would they throw Murphy in there when you can just go up to the stone to find out what to do anyway? Anyway, that Yahoo means we've actually collected everything in this area. All 5 lums and the 1 familiar spirit. And we need all 5 of those lums in order to finish the stage. I think I just mentioned that, but yes, this is the reason why.
Come on, who's the king here, you guys?
Yeah, really, it's me. Me!
Stop! I've got to find Robots and Lee. Do you know where they are?
Oh, suddenly I am in control of progressing the dialogue. Whoops, sorry about that. I zoned out for a minute there.
What I have to say is really dreadful. The pirates have thrown Lee and Globox into prison. But don't worry, all is not lost. Because using the energy from the 5 lums you picked up, we can send you to the front, where the pirates are. When you're there, look for the teensiest circle. We'll be waiting for you there with all the latest news. By the way, before being captured, Lee left behind a silver lum. From now on, you'll be able to shoot with your fist.
Yippee! Yeah!
Get ready for the great journey.
No, I don't want to save game. We haven't really done anything. We're only like 15 minutes in.
Hey, Rayman, it's me, Murphy, your favorite instructor. I come to supervise your first swimming lesson. This baby will show you the basic movements. Dive in and try to follow it.
Well, I would do that, but before we dive into the water, I want to quickly jump up on this ledge, and welcome to the front. Now, the front is something exclusive to Rayman Revolution. You might be confused if you've only played any of the other versions, because the front is a wide open space, and it is in fact a hub world, where we can access all the levels while free roaming around this wide open 3D space. In the other versions, you'd either be taken to the Hall of Doors or the Isle of Doors, depending on which version you're playing. Either the Dreamcast version, or the PlayStation version, or the N64 version, or the DS version, or the 3DS version, or whatever you want to play. Yes, this game has been ported a good number of times. It's kind of become a recurring joke.
See how good you shoot. You see that scarecrow in front of us? Hit the L2 button pressed to stay in front of your target. You can shoot him while moving around him.
So yes, I didn't mention it before, but after freeing the teensies at the end of the Woods of Light, we get the ability to shoot in this version. In the original versions, we'd get the ability to shoot. Rayman, where are you aiming? We get the ability to shoot from Globox, aboard the Buccaneer, the main prison ship. So yeah, that's something a bit different. I don't know why they only give you the ability to punch at first, but in this version we get the shooting ability a little bit later.
You're a real hotshot. Now, go and find the Tinksy in the stone circle on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, so the select button will appear there, and that will just tell us what our next objective is. Need to head to the stone circle. Well, we don't actually need to head to the stone circle, but they'll reveal the next place to visit if we go to the stone circle. But we can just jump to the straight to the first level anyway, if we really want to.
Rayman, it's awful. I don't know what to do. The pirates made all my Minotaurs crazy. They're usually very peaceful animals. But now they eat the butterflies and chase away any intruders. Watch out, they might attack you.
Yes, this initial part of the front is the Minisaurus Plain. The front is split into 3 different sections as a hub world. Each one of them has, I believe, 30 lambs. That's not the right button, that's the right button there. Triangle button to bring it up. And the health bar. I'm going to be running around the front, the Minisaurus Plain, just picking up all the yellow lambs I can find during this episode, and also showing off a few features of the game. The Fairy Glade is this way. That's actually the first level of the game, but we're not technically supposed to go there yet. These things are the Minisaurus that the little baby Globe was talking about. I think they had a different name. I think they appeared in a different version of Rayman 2. They came under a different name. But if you stand close to them for too long, they'll stamp on you. Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ, calm down. Calm down. This is the way to like the swampy areas, the marshlands and stuff like that. There's nothing we can do down there just yet. There are a few yellow lums to collect down there, but we can't access them without a certain ability that we don't have yet. I think there's 3 that we can't grab. So instead I'm just going to run around and show off the place a bit more. If we head down this way, down this rocky ledge, another couple of yellow lums. And there's nothing we can do at the pier just yet. There is a baby Globox we can talk to. But I don't think he has anything important to say. Ah yes, Bzit. Funny, I was just talking about him in the Woods of Light as a mosquito, part of the mosquito species from the original Rayman. And Bzit is the one that we befriended in the original Rayman. But he's been captured in this game. And this is the only game where Bzit is referred to by name, if I recall correctly. In the original versions, he's not actually called Bzit. I think they just call him Mosquito or something like that. There is another Mosquito in the original game. The main boss, who's like more of a purpley colour. He's actually called Mosquito. But what an original name, by the way. My species is also my name. Funny that. There's some sneaky yellow lambs hidden down here beneath this one waterfall. And my L2 button is a little bit clicky. That might pick up on the microphone, I'm not sure. But I do have to like really force it down in order for it to register the L2 button presses, which is kind of bad because the L2 button's used quite considerably in combat, used for locking onto enemies. Oh, I didn't have to hold it down that tightly there. Just going to quickly run along this ledge because I know there are a couple of hidden yellow lums along here, along the riverbank. I think that's all of them along here. There's no more in the water, luckily. So let's head towards the teensy stone circle now. Let's progress our little mini mission that we have, little objective. Don't have to do this, but the stone circle is up this way, and there's also a like side path here to the magic well, but I'll show that off in just a second. Let's quickly head up here, and there should be a teensy somewhere. Where are you? There you are.
Well done, Rayman. You found our circle. You're really good. But let's not get overexcited. There's some rather bad news. The pirates have managed to get hold of Globox and Lee. I don't know where they've taken Globox, but I do know that Lee is being held not far from here, in the fairies' glade on the other side of the bridge. You will find the entrance to the glade near the water ball. Hurry!
Okay, so that's our proper objective. We can now head to the Fairies' Glade and try and free Lee. Or we could have headed there anyway, without talking to this teensy first, but I just want to progress things in the correct order. Let me head back down here very quickly and head to the magic well. Actually, before I do that, I know they're very sneaky with these yellow lums. There's a couple hidden behind this tree, and the other tree over here, there are 3 hidden behind it. During my like test run of this game, I found the 3 behind this tree first, and I thought, no, there's no way they're going to hide any more behind any other trees. And then there were two yellow lums that I couldn't find for the longest time, and they were behind the other trees. So yeah, just a funny little story. Anyway, the magic well.
You can use the energy from the yellow lungs to enhance your powers. Use the analog stick to scroll through the list of enhancements. Stop on the one you choose, check you have enough lungs, and press the cross button.
So, the magic well is where we can purchase upgrades to several of our skills, most notably our ability to shoot out of the palm of our hands. Got 3 different upgrades for our shooting. We can make it rebound off walls, that's quite expensive. Increase the rate of fire, which is very helpful, but that's far more expensive than the rebound thing. Accumulation allows us to charge our shots to make them a bit powerful, and this one isn't related to shots at all, but it's run with load, and we haven't actually seen any loads yet, so it's kind of difficult to explain what that does. But yeah, that's can't afford anything just yet. Let's head on out. But we will be revisiting this place several times throughout the game to purchase some upgrades and enhancements to our abilities. Very, very useful things there. I think if we head down this little trench here, next to this crossroad, and there's a cutscene that triggers, if I recall correctly, pirates!
Without you, the pirates would have captured me again.
Don't mention it, kid. Wasting pirates is good for my joints. Hey, you! Come back here! I got something to tell you.
And now we're forced back on ourselves. Oh, I picked up a yellow lum there during a cutscene. But yeah, it seems to force us back this way because there's nothing that we can actually properly do down this road. But we can go down here anyway. Like, there's nothing stopping us now, and head on through here. This is still technically part of the Minisaurus Plain area. It's just a little separate bit of the hub world. But the 30 yellow lums are still accumulated in this next area. And another loading screen, and another save screen, if I recall correctly. Every single screen transition in this game, it will ask you to save. I think I can nullify that by taking the memory card out, but that's a bit of a hassle because I have to plug that in every time I want to save, when I actually want to save. Okay, this is the East Plain, and right off the bat you can see that there are some pirates wandering around. And this is the way to Lee's house. There's a yellow one right here as well. Something a little bit curious that they did was force you to hop across here. I'm not in control of Rayman at this point, he does this automatically. We get to the other side of the bridge with Lee's house, and Lee's not here, as we know. She's been captured by the pirates, and she's trapped in the fairies' glade. And since she's not here, we have to just trot back. Watch Rayman jump across twice. Because why couldn't they have just told us that Lee's not there from the other side of the stones? I don't know, but yeah, it's just a bit of a waste of time. Just a bit of a waste of time there. Of course, I know there are a few. Little minor cutscene here just to show that there are pirates in this area, and they infinitely spawn from this one single building. This is our first instance of combat, I guess, just teaching you how to play the game. Also red lums, I don't know if I mentioned that, but the red lums refill your health bar, as opposed to the yellow lums, which is just a general collectible, and allow you to purchase upgrades. But yes, pirates will infinitely spawn from this door here. We can't do anything about it. They do have a shot attack, but they're not very accurate at this point. I think they're more likely to run up and try and swipe you with their hook hand. But yeah, Robo-Pirates. They're the main villains of this game, and they've taken over this particular area. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a dodgy little guy, aren't you? A dodgy big guy, I should say. So it's a good place of grinding for health, I suppose. If you've taken damage in a level, your health doesn't refill automatically. Hit the switch on the wall to open the doors. The doors are on a bit of a timer, and there are a couple of yellow lums inside. Luckily, the doors don't close when you're inside, even though the timer still keeps ticking. It's a bit strange that way. But yeah, you can't get soft locked inside the building. And the pirates are always after these little baby glow boxes running around. No consequences to letting them be captured, because you can just free them again. Don't get any reward for it, but just a funny little thing that's going on around here. The pirates constantly spawning. Okay, I don't recall if that's all lums in this area. Oh, I just got shot at. I saw a shot fly by the camera there. I think I'm missing... Oh, hello. What are you doing? Stop trying to hook me. I don't think there's any more yellow lums around here. I could be mistaken. Whoa! You're always desperate to do close combat there. Okay. Well, they always drop red lums around here, so I'm not too fussed about taking little minor damage. I can just heal it straight back up again. I'm sure there was one more yellow lum in this area, but I might have miscounted. Anyway, let's head on back to... Drop him! Drop that little guy. Let's just head back to the Minisaurus Plain. Nothing we can do around here just yet. Actually, there is a side path up this way that I didn't show off. It's the way to Glowbox's house, and Glowbox's house is the second area in the hub world, but it's blocked off to us, so nothing we can do about that just yet. There's a ledge here. I'm just checking to see if there are any yellow lums up here. No, nothing up here. Okay. Whoa, that was close. That was a great ledge grab. Completely unintentional. I thought the ledge was right below me, but clearly not. It was a bit further away than I realised, but luckily Rayman has got magic extendable hands that latch onto the ledge. Anyway, heading back to the stone circle area now. And another loading screen, another save screen. Great. No, I don't want to save. So, just gonna... we're missing 2 more lums that we can access at this point. I don't know where they are. I think they might be on the way to the Fairy's Glade anyway. But I think I'm going to leave it at this, just exploring the hub world in this first episode. And in the next episode we'll head through to the first level of the game, the Fairy's Glade. And this has just been a tour of Rayman Revolution's exclusive area. And we know the Fairy's Glade is up this path here. And just hoping that there's 2 lums up here. Yes, here's the 2 that I was missing. So, sorry if this episode's been a bit dull, just showing off the hub world, but in the next episode we'll get through to an actual proper level. So, I will see you in the next episode for the Fairy's Glade. Bye for now.